We are Kiwi Brick Exchange, a Bricklink seller located in Wellington, New Zealand. We resell on Bricklink and BrickOwl, and these videos will provide you a behind the scenes look into our systems and processes. In this week's vlog, it's LEGO Star Wars Day, and we talk about some of the processes and issues that we face, as well as the pain of trying to buy some Star Wars sets. It's Sunday, 28th April. We're going to start the vlog a bit early this week, because I know we've got lots coming up at the end of the week. And this is a nice little order that's just come through from Jacob. And this actually goes out to those people who said don't do social media as a Bricklink store owner. Lots of comments, lots of people saying don't do it. It's been fine. I've done Bricklink for 3 years without social media and look at my orders. Well, that's nice for you. But for us over here in little old New Zealand, getting our name out, I think, was the best way to do it was on social media. We've gained a lot of knowledge, meeting a lot of nice people as well through the LEGO community, and this is a great example. And Jacob's actually helped a little bit with some of the video ideas and just all general good guy, and bought a couple from us before, but this is the first, I think, Bricklink order. So thank you very much for the order. We'll get on to picking that and catch up tomorrow morning. And we're still coming to the end of our tubs. Got a couple more plates that are sorted into particular parts that we just need to get the lots in. And then it looks like it's going to be a bit more sorting because there's a lot more space in this tub to start sorting into containers. Whereas over here, underneath this lovely pile, is a lot more bulk. So we want to get more in. And I did promise that this was going to get cleaned this week, people. Yeah. We might need to do this today. It's getting there. It is organised in my mind, and I think that's all that really matters when running a Bricklink store. If you've got a system that works for you, it's working, then stick with it. Hopefully we can help out with some things. It was nice to hear on the Yellow Brick Road vlog that some of our numbering and labelling system tips actually came in handy, because those were just kind of throwaway comments last week. But if you haven't done that, make sure you check out the vlog from last week. One thing we have been noticing this week is, particularly in our earlier places or locations that we subbed listing, I've just noticed a number of sort of wrong colours or just mistakes that I made early on in the process. And so wondering whether we do a bit of an audit this week just on these two containers. Real nice ones that you can pick up. We pick up over here in New Zealand at a place called Spotlight, but you can get lots of acro mills over in the States, and I'm sure there's different craft organisers. But we definitely need to look at whether we do an audit, because I was picking in this drawer yesterday, and we're getting some flowers out, and of the 6 green ones, there were 4 bright green, and any normal person could have seen that. Clearly, me when starting out did not. So that was really important. So just having a look, really just checking, actually, is what is in this drawer what is on our Bricklink store files. And so using Brickstore to do that, it's not too strenuous a process, but just trying to decide if it's worth it. At the moment, I'm getting a couple of orders that do have incorrect parts or missing parts, and then we just have to spend time providing a refund, or, you know, going into the drawer, trying to find it. Sometimes it's said 31, but actually it's 21. And so just doing a quick check of that might actually save us some time in the future. So I'm having that internal debate. So help me out. How often do you audit if you do have your own Bricklink store? That would be really helpful. Post in the comment below. And something we didn't get around to last week was actually building this lovely Star Wars clone turbo tank. So we might look at doing that this week. Not sure whether to do it as a separate video or to include it as part of the vlog as a bit of a time lapse. I'll have a think about it. You might see this later in the video, or it might be its own separate video. But while you're at it, if you made it this far in the video, make sure you subscribe, people. We're releasing these vlogs hopefully every week. And the more people that tell me they like it, the more likely you're going to get some good content. So, you know, subscribe below. Thanks very much. And speaking of subscribing, it's awesome to see our subscribers jumping up over the weekend. And since we released the last vlog, I do wonder if it's got something to do with this shiny forehead reflecting light into people's eyes. I mean, who knows? But it's doing really well, and really, really happy with that. This is something that when we first started out, I don't know, I was a bit reluctant of whether I actually do some sort of social media or vlogs and things like that, and decided that I wanted to actually just give back with some videos, but they take time, and I thought, why not just do a bit of a vlog, talk a bit more candidly in the background, sharing some tips and things like that. Hopefully will help some people, and I think it has done that. The great thing as well is we have had orders on our Bricklink store because people clicked on our video. So Jacob, who reached out to on Instagram, and he's obviously placed an order. We've had a couple more come through from that. Somebody saw a set that was in one of our Lego hauls when we were in China and said, hey, if you still got that, I'd love to purchase that from you. So don't underestimate social media, despite what people might tell you. And you don't want to look at all my tabs open, too many. Cool. We'll catch you tomorrow for some more picking. And welcome into a very early Tuesday. We were back at work yesterday, so no filming, and went out for dinner, so got home a bit late. But the great thing about doing Bricklink is even if you do nothing, orders can still come in. So we've got 3 orders to pick. 2 of them are pickup, which you can see by just the $1 shipping. I have to put that $1 shipping in there because unfortunately we get some people who try and pay for like a 3-cent piece and then do PayPal. And that means that we lose 50 cents. So unfortunately that's gone in, but it hasn't seemed to stop our pickup, and it just sort of covers our time for organising sort of a pickup location, which can be quite time consuming. A few other things to note from the end of last week. We finished with 12 orders for the week, which was a pretty good effort. Again, considering it was a post-sales week. But this came through this morning, people. The May the 4th sale starts today. However, when I was going on to the website, it didn't give me a code. So we're going to have a look at this a bit later today, telling me that it's a member sale. 300 in the AT&T, which is tempting, but probably not going to be worth it for the Bricklink store. I'm looking at some of the newer sets with some of the 25th anniversary minifigures, and obviously the main event starting. And the gift with purchases is what we're also after. Those are going to be really, really useful. And we're sitting on a pick-a-brick order at the moment as well. The other thing we did yesterday is popped into a local toy store because I'd heard that these were going to be coming in pretty soon. Well, not according to Lego. Yeah, if you're in the States, lots of people I know already have access to these. And unfortunately over here in little old New Zealand, June the 1st, people, it's too far away. Look at these beautiful, beautiful minifigures. I don't think there's too many misses here at all. Lots of cool little accessories. Space Pug. More Space Babies. This guy's cool. So I expect this to do pretty well. And so we're probably going to pick up a sealed set of this. So off to work today. We'll pick those orders tonight and get them in the post tomorrow. It's Tuesday night and we got some time to pick some orders. And more have come through today. And there's a bit of an issue with this one down here for the pickup because I was missing a couple of parts, but I found some replacement colours and the customer was happy to go ahead with that one, which is awesome. And we've figured out the codes here. And if you are trying to do a Star Wars haul this week and you watch this video within the next little while, if you go up to your points and where you redeem rewards, you should be able to find, if I just get this loading up for you, some specific member codes for different Lego Star Wars sets. So there's a member sale, I'm assuming that's just Lego Insiders, and they are selling out quick. So an hour ago, the Guard Gunship was available, the Ghost and Phantom were available, they're gone. The AT&T went straight away, which is not too surprising. I do say, though, you can't use 2 codes at the same time. So whether this is actually worth it or not, I don't know. I've got enough insider points for a discount for my next one. And to be perfectly honest, some of the collectibles and things, it's probably actually better to put your money into, or your insider points to, or choose your own discount. The good thing about the member sales ones is they aren't any points. They're just discounts. But I don't know if it's enough to tempt me from this. If it gets me over the line for a gift with purchase, I might be looking at it. But at this stage, we're probably looking at getting a Sith Infiltrator set. I think that'll do quite well. And probably a couple more sets to get us to that gift with purchase. So we're going to pick these orders and get back to you tomorrow. I've also got a helper for the orders tonight. 1-3. Yes, hello. 1-3. Can you find 1-3?
1-3. I just had.
Can you read my handwriting? That's 3-1.
No, just. Wait, what did you
1-3.
say?
Let's see if our inventory system is able to be used by. Yes, hello. Thank you for that.
1-3.
I'll edit that one out.
Where are you? 1-3.
Yep, that one there.
Where?
Correct.
This one? 1-3.
And you're looking for 2 dark green slopes.
I know. 2 dark green slabs. I know. It's over this. What do you want?
2, please.
But,
Thank you.
I thought you said 8.
And that one there. Thanks very much. Some good help coming today. Let's double check that there were 2 going in there. Yep, sorted. One. Well done. Yep, so you got to fill all of that. Did you wash your hands? The hesitation.
I did.
Sure. Only clean, high quality Lego here, people. Carefully packed. Look at this. Starting young, right? Some great packing going on. And a few more to pack tonight. Alright everybody. We've stayed up for the midnight release that Lego has promised us. And it's still here. What is happening, people? What is happening is that according to the interwebs, even though we're in New Zealand, and it is midnight, our lovely Star Wars days are on Australian time. This is the things that we have to suffer. All we want is this one, people. And even on our Lego Brick Megastore certified stores in New Zealand, it is the first, but it's still not available. Why? We just want this one. Okay, and this one. And probably those 2 as well. Alright everyone, a very early Wednesday morning, and we've managed to get our order. But goodness me, there are things that have gone out of stock already. Commander Cody was gone very, very quickly. But we got a Boarding the Tantive, 2 Sith infiltrators, and that got us the 3 gift with purchases. We also spent some members points on this one here, and also a lovely little parts order, which will be coming in very shortly. So looking forward to seeing these arrive. And it is Wednesday afternoon, and we've got a couple of orders to pick. Obviously being back at work this week means that time is quite limited to work on the store, so we've got to be quite intentional about what we do. We placed that order this morning for the Lego Star Wars bundle to get those gift with purchases, and a couple of these have come through today, 2 from today, and we got 1 pickup that is going to get in touch with me tomorrow. Pretty good month, people. It's 1st of May, so stick around to the end of the video because we're going to do a bit of an April sales recap and talk about some things that I think worked really well during the month. And part of the week was working on a thumbnail, a bit of a theme in case you were wondering, featuring my lovely Clone Trooper helmet. And we were complaining about BrickOwl last week, but we did have a couple of orders come through this week from BrickOwl, so I thought we might actually talk about something that is quite nice on BrickOwl, and that is being able to see active carts. And so anyone that's placing an order and has added things into their cart, you can actually see how many there are. So generally when we get over 6 or 7, we're getting orders through. The other difficult part though is watching this be at 5 and not an order come through. So that's one thing to consider when selling on BrickOwl. And we had an awesome order come through on Thursday, even though it says May the 1st. and a lot of the parts in this order were minifigure parts, and some quite high value ones. There's a $9 one there, some mini doll here as part of an older Nexo minifigure, and also a shield that we sold as part of one of the recent hauls. And so definitely something to consider when sorting, to upload some more minifigure parts, because some of them can be quite high in value, and when they come in an order, they are very easy to pick as well. Well, it is Thursday, 5 p.m, and it's been feeling like one of those weeks where we are out the door, off to work, coming home, in the door, and have done basically nothing else. But the good news is, we got another order come in, just a small one there. They want to get courier, and reached out about when it'll be able to be picked. So we'll be able to get that one in the post tonight. We did do a couple of good orders yesterday. So hopefully a couple more coming in a bit later. We've done all the ones from yesterday. And the store is looking pretty good. A couple of boxes of things. These are something that you definitely want to invest in. I use these as para containers, excuse the voice. And you can never have enough of them. I reckon there's about 80 there, and I regularly run out when parting out. So really good way of organizing. I feel like I need one of those dispensers where I can just sort of stick it up on a wall. And we're going to be continuing to sort through this used bulk. We've got sort of the leftovers of Technic, just sort of little pieces that I didn't really get around to sorting. This one, I keep saying it. I actually rewatched the vlog to just make sure that all the audio was good, and I kept saying I was going to put that up, and I still haven't. So definitely need to do that. And a few more minifigure parts and some animals that we found. I think I sold that one for a couple of dollars. So don't underestimate putting up some minifigure parts as well. And we've still got that Star Wars set to part out. And I promise people, by the weekend, this will be clean. Let's see if we can do a snap of the fingers and see if it's clean. Nope, still dirty. Okay, doesn't work, but soon, I promise. And one thing we were looking at this week was actually how to go out buying Lego in New Zealand. And we actually have three, we call them official stores, certified stores, in Wellington, Auckland, and Christchurch. We're obviously based in Wellington. And so generally most of the Lego that we're buying is from other retailers. So the warehouse here is kind of like a version of Walmart, sort of your variety store of everything, and they generally have the cheapest prices. You can see here the new Sith Infiltrator set was at $90 compared to Lego's $99, and so you can actually pick up some slightly better discounts here. They do a couple of good clearance sales as well, and that's something that we've picked up in the past. A really good haul one time when we bought a whole bunch of dots as well, and the dream sets, and some really good part out values here for some of the sets. We also have Kmart, which is again another version of sort of the warehouse, and you'll see the prices are fairly similar, sometimes $1 or $2 cheaper. The one thing you need to consider though for Kmart is generally they say out of stock, order online, even when there's quite a lot of stock in stores. Farmers here are generally a little bit more expensive, but at the moment they're doing a 20% off Lego Star Wars, and so that includes the new sets. So you're actually looking at sets like here, like the Droideka is actually down to about $79. So we might be going in on the weekend probably to pick up a Bark Speeder, just because we didn't quite fit that into our online order from Lego. And so these are sort of the three major retailers for Lego sets. We also have Toy World, which is one of the major toy stores, and one thing we do not have over here in New Zealand is anything like a bricks and minifigs like you'd see over in the States. Toy World does have sort of that range and variety. There's a massive range of sets when you go in the store, but the prices are just, a little bit ridiculous. Sometimes it can be even more expensive than the Lego website. And the good thing though is they do hold some Lego series minifigures from some of the older sets. This can vary in store though, and so while it might say it's online, it is a little bit different. We also have Mighty Ape, which is another online retailer, and sometimes can do some really good deals. Sometimes they do sort of gift with purchases as well, similar to Lego. And they also have the Lego Anniversary Book, the Visual Dictionary coming up. And so I haven't seen many other places that have that available, but can obviously be ordered already from here. In terms of finding hauls and things, we use a version of eBay over here called TradeMe, and very similar in terms of They're either auctions or buy nows, and allows you to search for whatever you need to do. And we are obviously looking for some Star Wars here, and they have, as you can see, a buy now price, but also some have auctions, and so you can start as low as a $1 reserve. The cool thing about this is you can sort by locations, and so obviously if it's something a bit more local, it's a bit better for us to consider. And you can also go down to here and do a sold search, and so that's where you find where different things have sold and the price that they've sold it for, similar to eBay with the completed listings. And so that gives you a good idea of what things are selling, or kind of what hauls have been going along. And you can see someone even picked up a battle pack just for $20 here, from a auction. And welcome into Saturday. Look at this, people. A tidy desk. Only took us all week. But of course, it's really just been transferred. We're trying to set up a little bit today for some sorting. Did a bit of sorting last night. No orders have come through overnight, which is kind of to be expected with the Lego Star Wars Day and all the new releases. But we got some sorting and we'll get that into the store today. And the new organizer, which is on the end here, is getting quite full. We've only got about 8 or so slots left, so we might need to get another one out of the garage and try and figure out how we're going to expand this. The good news is in a couple of weeks we are hopefully going to be moving to a larger space, and we'll have more desk space than just this. So we'll see how we go for the rest of the day, and check in tonight if there's any other orders. And we're off to the shops very shortly to grab a couple of Star Wars sets. And we picked up a Bark Speeder Escape, as mentioned, from Farmers. Has the awesome Colour and Beck minifigure and a couple of Clone Troopers and Grogu. So that will be going in the store later this week. Saturday afternoon on a lovely Wellington day. And we've got some Lego to sort. We picked up this bulk haul from a friend of ours who also runs a Bricklink store. Some old Chima sets and a few bits of bulk. We're going to have a look through that and get back to you a bit later on. So just put out all of the haul that we got from earlier, and you can see a really old Chima set there, some different Ninjago ones, some quite new sets, and a couple of older ones. This one was a Ninjago Dojo, I think, from about 7 or 8 years ago. Also found things like a pirate minifigure in there, which we were not expecting, which was awesome. And to finish off the week, we thought we'd have a bit of a recap on our April sales. And we did 65 total orders, which is the largest month so far. We've been going for just over 6 months, and $2,329 of income. We've also sold things through Marketplace and TradeMe, which is our version of eBay. But you can see there's quite low BrickOwl orders, and so definitely quite a month for BrickOwl, which seems to be the case for many sellers. Obviously a good mix of new and used, which is what we run in a store, and nice to see some minifigures. That's a fairly common breakdown, but interesting to see quite a lot of green sold this month, and our lot count and item count is up about 6,000, which is really cool. Good to see that the store is growing at the same time as we are selling lots. So we don't want a stagnant store, but we do want a growing and a store that is selling well. And that's us for the week, and if you're interested in some of these videos, why don't you check out one of our latest haul videos.